Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Destiny Everlasting talks about the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild playthrough. My name's Matthew, and I'm here with...
Matthew.
And it's me talking to myself again.
Yeah.
That was one of the jokes we made on, I think, the newest Phantom Hourglass episode. One that just went up on the...
That one definitely happened throughout this playthrough, too.
Yeah, we did.
Because there was a couple episodes where...
Josh was still asleep, and it would be just you and I.
Yeah. Or Josh was there and he just didn't say anything, because...
That did also happen a lot. He was playing anime games on his laptop.
What game was he playing?
I think he was just watching anime, listening to anime music on his laptop.
No, he was definitely playing a game.
I don't know.
Oh, was he working through Xenoblade Chronicles
He
at
might
that point?
have been. That's fair. Can't really. Did you see they got new DLC?
I don't care.
Oh, I thought you played that game.
I've started every single one of them.
Never got through them. Fair enough.
Not even halfway.
Understandable. I've been thinking about getting into
Too
it.
much work.
Too much work. So yeah.
It's like reading times 10.
I don't read.
It's like reading if you had to grind to get to the next chapter.
See, that's the thing. I don't read plot most of the time. If it's important, I'll figure it out.
No, I'm not saying that there's a lot of reading. I'm just saying it hurts my brain.
You know what? That's fair. I mean, isn't that how you feel when you do the dungeons of Legend of Zelda?
That's why I like Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. Alright, so, I think, yeah, I mean, it's probably going to be similar to the Eric episode that was uploaded a couple weeks ago. Granted, Eric's episode was recorded around the time of the completion of the playthrough. This is recorded about when it goes up.
Was he there?
Yeah, he was. You were out for, I think you were at school or something.
Oh, for the final video, or for the final bit of it.
Yeah.
God, I need to watch that.
Yeah. It's pretty good. We talked about, I mean, all of the questions I'm going to ask you, I asked him. Yeah, so, I guess we'll just jump into it. What was the most memorable part of the playthrough?
Well, I was the agent of chaos.
No, you were not.
Okay, here's the thing. If we didn't start with speedrunning it, do you know how boring it would have been?
But that's what I wanted. I wanted it to be a serious playthrough of Breath of the Wild before Tears of the Kingdom. Us actually experiencing the lore. So
We experienced the lore, but we also experienced the secondary lore.
We'll have to get to that at the end.
And I think, honestly, it actually gave me enjoyment through Breath of the Wild, because I've tried to replay Breath of the Wild
You know what?
multiple times, and
It's a lot to
there's
get
a
into.
reason I ended up speedrunning it.
Yeah.
Not just in this playthrough, but, like, I did seriously speedrun this game for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why the great play. But the thing is, like, I stopped playing it because I stopped feeling for the game.
Yeah.
Like, I still loved the world, and I loved how it looked, and I liked watching people play it and experience it.
Yeah.
But it's that feeling of, like, I loved how it felt the first time
And
I played
never
through
was
it.
the same.
Nothing. And, like, I think I put, like, 300 hours into that game before I even walked into the final boss. Like,
Yeah.
I had, like, my goal was for everything to be 100% before I walked in there.
Yeah.
And then I went, fuck Korok Seeds.
Fuck Korok Seeds, indeed.
So, yeah, that was my, it's the only thing that I haven't completed, except, except for I didn't take a picture of
Master Koga.
Master Koga. And you cannot refight him, and there's no way to buy the photo of him. So I will never have a completed save file on my original file of Breath of the Wild.
That is so annoying.
And it hurts my soul, because I didn't realize the compendium worked that way and was part of completion when I first fought him. Because I played through the story, like, at a pretty decent pace.
Mm-hmm.
And then I kind of explored everything and
Yeah.
went for every shrine and learned all the lore and all that.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I guess the real question is, from this playthrough, what would you say? Oh, what would you say? Did you already answer it?
Most memorable moment?
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Granted, it has been a very long time since we played this game.
Well, I think the fact that, like, if I remember it now, I think it's probably makes it so memorable. For some reason, I have vivid memories of when we were running through, or, like, messing around with Ruta the second time, like, after we defeated Ruta, when we just kind of, like... Or no, it was before we defeated Ruta. Mm-hmm. And we passed by Ruta in the lake, and we just kind of messed around.
Yeah, we're like, what happens if we just bomb ourselves onto there?
Yeah, and, like...
Didn't it, like, throw us as far as...
Oh, yeah, it chucks you.
Yeah.
That, and the one more up the tower.
One more try. Mom, I got this. One more try. Mom, please.
Where I just absolutely got violent at Eric.
Which, I don't think Eric's going to be joining us for Tears of the Kingdom, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But, if he ever joins us again, we've come to the agreement that we will not physically assault him like that.
I make no promise.
I'm going to make you promise. But no, I do not... spoiler alert, I don't think Eric's going to be joining us this time. Which, unfortunate, we'll miss him. But, which means we'll have to somehow live up to Eric on our own. We're going to have to find our own way to pull numbers.
I think our video we just recorded on a, 2-minute trailer.
True, but we're not as chaotic as... I mean, granted, this will be our first time playing, so we might be as chaotic as he is.
We're going to be chaotic with every single detail we see.
Yeah. Each episode's going to be 3 hours, and we're going to maybe move 5 feet each time. We'll just take a step, and that's 3 hours.
The fact that we just recorded, 2 hours on 3 minutes, where we saw, we talked about a total of, 10 shots that were all that were all, a second each.
Yeah. No, that's entirely fair. Alright, so... What would you... Now, there's a difference between something that is your favorite part and what's your most memorable part. What would you say was your most favorite part?
Between the episodes.
Yeah.
Between the episodes, absolutely. It was just such a good experience recording that. Yeah. I think recording in the same room is just so valuable, and I think, especially with a game like that, it is a game I cared for, and a game that I felt good messing around with. Mm-hmm. And then, even, in our dull moments between, just getting to mess around, with different games,
Yeah, and then all of the... I mean, I guess we can call them glitches now. It's not our training montages.
Our training montages. But stick around to the end of this video, because we will actually explain what each training montage was. Yeah.
And how we did each thing. I don't think... Some things we joked...
Did we ever have a training montage in the middle of a video? I forget. No, we definitely did. We did, because one time we just hit the end record button and then just resumed.
That video actually never made it to air, because we never finished it.
What?
That video never happened. We never finished it. It was the Trial of the Sword. We never finished that.
Oh my god, yeah.
So, there's actually unreleased footage of us. So, we had an episode we were going to do with the Trial of the Master Sword, and we didn't actually want to do the Trial of the Master Sword, because it sucks.
I think we recorded us doing the glitch.
No, we didn't record it. We recorded us doing our first... We did an actual attempt just to see how far we could get. And then we stopped the recording, and then we just spent 2 or 3 hours afterwards trying to glitch through the Trial of the Master Sword, with the joke being that we'd do an episode that the episode would be... The first half would be us actually doing it our first attempt that we failed. And then it would play the Song of Time. We'd do some blue portal thing, and then it would just cut into us at the end.
Reverse the Master Sword back to pre-Calamity.
Yeah,
and we would just fully restored state.
We would just hard cut to the end of the Trial of the Master Sword with us getting it, and be like, "Whoa, what happened? The timeline became destabilized for a second. Whoops."
I think we wouldn't have even it would have just been he puts in the sword and then he pulls out the sword.
Yeah, it's just done. Oh, that was easy.
And it would be it must be because we're from pre...
I mean, it must just recognize the power we have.
It must have recognized that we're pre-Calamity Link.
Yeah. Which, I guess we can use that as the segue into talking about the lore of our Link. Because that was a bit much.
That was all you.
I was bored and wanted to have fun with it. I don't remember why I started it. No, I do.
Because you were sitting there watching me do a glitch over and over and over and over.
No, it was because we were bullying Eric by not... No, I remember the actual start of it. It was when we did the glitch for Infinite Max Hearts, Max Stamina. And Eric's like, how did you do this? And I was like, I don't want to tell Eric how we did it. It was just like, it's a training montage. And he's like, what do you mean? He's like, well, we found the Ocarina of Time, and then we played the Ocarina of Time, and then we just took post-Calamity Link and swapped him with pre-Calamity Link.
It was all bullshitted on the spot.
It was all bullshitted on the spot. And actually, in the newest episode of the edited series that just came out the other day...
Did we hit the lore in the training montage?
We didn't. You can hear me pause and hesitate while I'm trying to bullshit a training montage excuse. Like, you can actually verbally hear me pause mid-sentence and have to think about what the lore was before I just said something completely incorrect. It's, I think, one of my favorite parts of the video, because, like, there are a lot of hilarious jokes in it, but just hearing me pause, stutter, and try to come up with what I'm supposed to say, because I couldn't remember in the moment, is always hilarious to me. And so, yeah, I think our lore is that we had 2 Ocarina of Times, we broke one by pulling the original Link back, and then we swapped him with post-Calamity Link, and when we pulled pre-Calamity Link through the time stream, his pants disintegrated, and then he could never wear pants, because pants would kill him if he wore them. I don't remember what the logic was. And that's
did we ever kill the pantsless run?
Eric almost did. He put pants on, but never exited the menu, so we called it save.
Mm-hmm.
But no, we never killed the pantsless run. I don't think. Unless we did the final episode. I don't remember.
Oh, and let's explain our pantsless guy.
Oh, God. Yeah, so Eric was right. It was stupid. But that's why it was funny. So
it started out real.
We never wanted to wear pants.
I was tired.
And then we kept getting our asses handed to us, and we realized we needed better armor. So we decided...
Well, no, I think it was actually the elements that caused for it to have to be broken. Well, not broken, but adjusted.
Yeah. So originally we said no pants whatsoever. And then we're like...
I think it was Gerudo Desert that made us.
Yeah, Gerudo Desert, because we couldn't get in without the pants. So we realized, alright, we're going to amend the rules. We have to wear pants when we need to. But only when we need to. And then I was like, well, I want more armor. And then you're like, well, this is armor set. The trousers of the hero. Which are so short, they're basically booty shorts.
So it was, if you can't see them...
It's fair game. And then if you can't see him, it's fair game.
No, it was... First, it was, I think if you could see his feet.
If you could see his feet, it was fine. Because that was how we rationalized the Gerudo set. Is you could see his feet, it was fine. It was fair game. And then, if you couldn't see the pants at all, it was fine. Mm-hmm. And then it just turned to, as long as it's not titled pants or leggings, it's fair game.
Yeah, as long as it's not tights.
Tights, trousers, legging, pants,
tights,
anything.
Trousers,
We didn't allow the leggings, we couldn't do the Sheikah leggings.
I think those are tights.
No, I think it's and they might be.
We could do greaves.
Because
greaves is another title for boots.
And we could do boots.
We could do boots because they're boots. They're not pants. They're boots.
Eric hated that.
The fact that they fall in the same inventory slot that just happens to be on the game.
That's on the game.
So snow boots and sand boots were fair game.
The Royal Guard boots, those counted.
I think those, those were greaves, I think.
No, they were boots. Those were Royal Guard boots.
Oh, yeah, because they are boots.
Because that's in this episode, and Eric was really pissed about it.
Yeah, because they're the most pants in the game.
They're the most pants boots in the game. And we're like, no, they're boots. They're boots, and Eric
We couldn't wear the snow quill trousers, which sucked.
I hated that. Oh my God. So annoying.
The snow quill trousers killed me.
Because I loved wearing those in my regular playthrough.
What was the other stuff that we couldn't wear, that hurt us?
The Hyrulean trousers were more just a pain in the ass because we couldn't wear them. Because those were the easiest to get up. So I remember we had to learn item duplications to get the diamonds and stars needed to fully max out the trousers of the hero.
Yeah, that was another training montage. We corrupted the economy.
Oh yeah, the economy corruption. So I do remember how that one works. So if you go to the Riverside Stable, I believe it's one of the ones in the south of Hyrule Plains near the river. Mm-hmm. There's a person that if you give them Royal Guard armor and Royal Guard weapons, she will trade you. Originally, she'll give you like $3,000, I think. Or yeah, she'll give you a bunch of money, and then if you talk to her again, she'll just give you a random gemstone of topaz, sapphire, and ruby. But if you overload your inventory by,
can't she give you diamond too?
No, I think I think the first one was a diamond, but after that it was only topaz, diamond, and ruby, or topaz, ruby, and sapphire. If you overload your inventory by taking out a multi-shot shock arrow bow, pulling it out, dropping it, open your inventory, pulling another one. If you do that, drop it, and you keep doing that.
Yeah, and you have to like pull them out so the arrows load their effects.
Yeah, and then so it'll drop. Yeah, eventually your inventory will overload. And if you talk to her, after you overload your inventory, if you then put on a Royal Guard weapon,
it won't update visually.
Yep, and then you can talk to her, and she'll just take infinite amounts, and you can fill your inventory. So that's how we went from brokety broke to having 20 grand.
Yeah, because we would get literally max of all the gemstones, and then we would go sell them all to
we didn't even get
outside,
max.
And then
we would just get 200 because I was tired of. We would get 200 each because I was tired of hitting A, and then we'd just go sell them and then do it again.
There was a time where I was eating food and I just literally like was hitting the A button with my foot or like in my other hand while I was eating. Like,
I think you and I were doing something, and I just handed the controller to Eric. Here, just hit A.
I think we once handed it to Josh, who just has never liked Zelda or played Breath of the Wild, and he was like, I don't know what to do, and we're like, just hit A.
Just hit A over and over again. Don't stop.
And he's like, I'm good at that.
He's like, I'm good at that. Yeah, so that was one of the easiest training montages we had. There were, like, if you count bind bombing and womb biggling, we did those a lot.
Which are wind bombing and bomb wiggling. Oh my god, I've broken my brain.
Do you think those are going to be in Tears of the Kingdom?
God, I hope so. If we don't have some version of bombs,
we're screwed.
Like, I hope it's not just attached to a weapon like we've kind of seen.
Yeah, that would suck, because we really did like wind bombing. And bomb wiggling, you and I could never do it wholly. We'd have to swap, even though usually we'd only get one part. As soon as we would stop being good at that part.
Opposite parts.
Yeah.
No matter what it was always. Like,
it was always random depending on which day it was.
Yeah.
Because like sometimes I'd be good at like picking the bomb up, and then you'd be good at the.
You could tell our recording days by who was doing what part.
Yeah.
If you can tell the difference between us in the recordings.
Yeah.
Matt, you do this. Matt, you do this.
Oh my god. Yeah, I think that would probably be. That's probably one of the memorable and favorite parts, was just all of the glitches we learned how to do, and then all of the bullshit we came up with to make it not glitches.
Yeah, their
like,
skills.
I was like, oh, where did that money come from? Oh, we went to Hyrule Castle and we found the treasury, and then we just stole everything so Zelda would have money when she came back.
Yeah, we didn't want Ganon to get it.
No, we had to get this money so Zelda would have money to kickstart the economy when she comes back.
Yeah.
And then I remember when we first showed it off to Eric, because I was like, we were like, man, we destroyed the economy, and Eric's made a joke, but it's like, oh, it's kind of like real life. They were like, well, anyways. Alright, alright, so, I guess kicking off a favorite, what would you say is your least favorite part of the playthrough?
The same as one of the memorable moments of... One more.
Oh my god.
It happened a few too many times.
Yeah.
Or actually, I think one of my least favorite parts is Trial of the Sword.
Yeah, that sucks.
The part that never came out.
Yeah, we eventually just gave up. We're like,
I think we literally tried on like 3 different days.
Yeah, we did, and then we just gave up because we wanted the series to end.
I was tired of being in that forest. I've literally never done it on my own save file either.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's stupid.
We got so close to beating the first part. I'm not actually
good at games.
Yeah, we got so close to beating the first part.
I'm just good at learning button inputs.
We just couldn't clip through the wall. We got so close and we just couldn't.
No, we finally did.
And then he killed us, didn't he?
We couldn't re-clip through the wall properly.
Oh, right. Yeah, because I think we went into the wrong one. And then we were like, fuck. And we just gave up after that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a pain. Yeah, no, there's a reason that episode never came out. And
it's not a fun episode.
Also, that footage is gone now. If you don't know, there's a clip in the second edited episode where Eric says he's gonna burn my hard drive. That has happened twice. No, 3 times since he made the joke.
It was Eric.
It was all my stupidity. So the first one happened. Actually, first one wasn't my fault. First one, I took my computer over to my friend's house to have them put new hard drives in that they got from work. Except those hard drives had not been wiped properly, so I tried booting Windows from those new ones. thus wiping Windows from my old one, and then had to factory reset the old one, which, god damn it, pissed me off really bad. And then I had then after that I moved all my videos to my D drive, which was actually HDD and not an SSD because I was broke and didn't want to spend the money. Well, that one broke, so then I bought a new HDD, and then that one broke. So I finally said, screw this, I'm tired of spending $200 for shit that's going to break. I'm just going to buy an SSD for the same cost. So yeah, I finally bought an SSD, but yeah, I've had 3 hard drive wipes since Eric made that joke about my hard drive getting wiped because I wasn't going to upend my bargain of letting him play for making us the logos. So yeah, I think that would be, that's one of my favorite, just behind the scenes jokes that happened. That apparently Eric can predict the future with hard drive wipes. Alright, so my least favorite part, yeah, probably Trial of the Sword. That was really annoying. I really can't think of anything. Like, the trying to glitch that Korok for infinite Korok seeds was also kind of annoying.
Actually, I enjoyed that at times.
I was just impressed how good Eric was at it.
I was... The fact that we even handed him the controller,
We knew he couldn't do permanent damage.
I was still a little scared, because, like, with glitches, you really never know.
Yeah.
And if he had messed that one up, I feel like a lot of our lore would have fallen apart, and...
Yeah, but we never actually did go back and do anything with that. Because like, we were supposed to go back and finish it more.
Yeah, we were supposed to get the fully upgraded inventory, but I think we just realized it wasn't worth it.
It wasn't. We were fine without it. It was more of a pain in the ass than anything.
We were fine with a mostly upgraded inventory.
Yeah.
Like, we got what we needed, like... Because the base inventory is so small, it's annoying.
Yeah.
I really hope that the Tears of the Kingdom one's a lot bigger.
I am intrigued at the fact that they haven't shown us any of the menus yet. Do you think we're going to get any more trailers before the game comes out?
I don't think we'll get a trailer that shows, like, that type of in-game detail.
Yeah. Alright.
Like, I feel like we've gotten a lot of in-game footage, like, way more than I would have expected so far, like...
Yeah. Alright, so what would you say, if we had to do this playthrough again, start to finish, say all those videos just magically were deleted off of YouTube, and someone said either redo it or die, what would you change? And what would you keep the same?
I liked a lot of our bits. I honestly don't know much of what I would change.
Yeah.
Less Lionel farming.
Less Lionel farming? I would say less Eric abuse, probably. That would be my big change, because I did, looking back, they're not even funny to watch. It's just uncomfortable watching the clips of us assaulting Eric. Like, they're kind of, like, Alex can make them funny, but, like, when it's just us arguing without the sound effects put in, it's not really as funny. Which I'll have to show you the sound effect of, because we did actually get into a scuffle with Eric, and there is a sound. I think I accidentally dropped a water bottle or something, and then so there's a huge clatter on the mic, and then Alex put in the sound of like a cat screaming as like somebody threw something, you know, like an alley cat screams like.
Yeah, well, half of it was he just would not give the controller back, and it was stopping to like. It was genuinely, like, entirely killing the...
Yeah, but I think we overreacted to a bunch of stuff that didn't really matter, and then we gave him...
No, I think after that moment, the tolerance was a lot lower.
Yeah. Because, like, we tried stealing the controller from him because he went back to the hot springs because he was in the area. Like, I think that was a little bit of an overreaction.
Yeah, that one, I think.
We could have handled that one better.
That one was purely a bit. I didn't actually care.
Alright. Sometimes it's hard to tell, even just looking back, like, what was a bit, what were we actually upset about. It's hard. But I think definitely we could have handled that a little better.
Yeah.
Because Eric was kind of upset about it, and I do feel bad about it.
Yeah, I think there was a point between episodes when we were like, okay.
We need to stop.
Yeah. And Eric was also agreed to calm it down.
Yeah, but no, I think definitely you and I needed to calm down a bit.
Yeah.
Which I think...
We also recorded for like 10 hours at a time, so...
We did, and that was part of the problem. I think with this summer we'll have a bunch more time we'll have most of the summer to record.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'll be a lot better.
Yeah, it'll just be better all around.
Yeah, and then we now know how to check audio balancing, so hopefully we'll have better audio balance this time. Because that's also a thing I would super change behind the scenes. Get my fucking audio balancing right. Jesus Christ. We really fucking dropped the ball on that.
Yeah, it was pretty decent. I just didn't think about the audio levels that our stuff was set at.
Yeah, it's like the one episode I really remember, it was the Varuda fight. You can't even hear us over the game.
Oh, no, not at all.
Yeah, it's like, you can hear the fact that we're speaking, but you cannot make out any of the words, and it drove me up a wall. That's why I don't watch that episode. That's why I'm fine. I think it has one of the least amount of views. It's fine. It's a bad
episode.
It's a bad episode.
I don't even think we had that interesting of an episode, I'll be honest.
No.
I think I speedran that fight. And yeah.
I think you and I, at the start, had the weakest episodes. You did all the puzzles,
and then...
Yeah, I think going back, I wish we could change.
A couple of our episodes are really lackluster. We have, like, 1 3-hour-long episode that's just, like...
Us being sleep-deprived and not really doing anything.
No, like, literally, there's a 3-hour episode that I didn't want to end it because I just wanted to get to somewhere.
And I think we spent an hour just trying to do one bomb wiggle. Or at least 30 minutes trying to do one bomb wiggle. Like, what were we... We were all sleep-deprived at that point.
Well, that was just a me and you episode. I think Eric had left at that point.
Yeah, and that was our big thing. We needed to stop recording after Eric leaving. Because those episodes were always the weakest.
Yeah, because we're just so actually mentally exhausted.
And I think it had something to do with... I think for me, looking back, we had just done a big high-energy episode with Eric. Eric was always the energy of his episodes. So going from having someone to cover all of the energy to having to now do it myself is a bit of a jarring change.
We also didn't really eat.
We didn't, and that's one thing. We just got to get better at taking care of ourselves in between shoots. It's like I do understand how Gang Grumps do it because they record 15-minute parts. They don't record hour-long episodes.
Yeah, we're literally recording like
an hour at a time.
Multiple hour-long episodes each time we get together to record.
Yeah, we need to get better at taking breaks, going out, getting food.
Like it's effective because like the fact that this series like finished uploading when like
it finished December 21st.
Yeah, and we recorded that
from July.
Yeah, so it's like
we had 25 weeks of content, and then so it's probably 25.
And that started at a higher pace of upload, and we slowed it down.
Yeah, I mean
because we realized we wouldn't have time to record.
Yeah.
In the winter.
Yeah. Which we didn't. And, it happens. But, let's see. Yeah. What would I keep the same? I would definitely keep the bullshit lore the same. That was one of the funniest parts to me.
Oh, yeah. I think one thing I'd change is how the Infinite Hearts glitch works. Because I hate it.
What do you mean?
That apparatus.
Oh, yeah. I'm surprised. I remember doing it once. I got like almost fully done, and then it reset me for some reason. I was so pissed.
Yeah. Also, sometimes it just reset all your hearts, and you're like,
God damn it!
It'd just be so done. I was like,
but definitely, we probably weren't doing the glitch right when it did that. But
oh yeah,
going forward, I definitely would. Yeah, I mean, there's no other way to do it. I think, but man, that was a pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
But we needed it because I don't think I don't think we would have gotten as far as we did if we had taken the time to go to individual shrine farming.
Yeah, I would definitely change a couple of our mega episodes. We have 2 mega episodes. One of them's actually really interesting. One of them's probably one of my favorite episodes we recorded.
Which one was that?
I think it was the Gruta Desert mega episode.
The only 2 mega episodes I can think of are that first one that we did, which we were sleep deprived and should have stopped recording.
That one was when we were getting to Zora's Domain, right?
I think it was shortly after. I don't remember what we were doing. I'd have to look at here.
Or no, it was after we got to Zora's Domain, but we were trying to get to Varuda. And I was trying to get us all the way up to the Varuda fight.
Yeah.
And we didn't want to split that journey into 2 episodes. So I just kind of fought through it all.
It was us getting the Master Sword and then doing Varuda. We did that in 2 hours. And then we spent I think that took the first hour, and then we just stopped. We just kept going for some reason. Here, let me see what time we ended. Yeah, we started getting the Master Sword. And then we did Varuda. we were done with Varuda by the 40-minute mark. And then we just kept going. Because, like, I'm scrolling through.
How long is that episode?
2 hours and 14 minutes.
There's something we were trying to get. I forget what it was. We were working
our way through the, Hold on. Alright, so we start trying to bomb Wiggle at about an hour. We don't finish until... we only spent 15 minutes on it. And then we worked our way through the jungle. And then we went back and bomb wiggled again. And then we went to a shrine for some reason. And then we worked our way to the Lurlin. We spent an hour doing that. That could have been a separate episode.
Yeah, that could have.
We should have stopped recording and then just started another one.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think we were just bone dead exhausted. And then our other mega episode was... Let's see... The only other one we had was... we had a half mega episode. We had the one with Daruk and Rivali, which I really wish we had just separated those. I couldn't separate them because we finished most of Daruk, and then we went to Rivali for some reason, and we didn't finish Daruk.
I think we didn't want to do a certain part of Daruk.
Which we should have just...
Or I didn't know if we didn't want to do it, or if we didn't want to do it without Eric.
No, you know what it was? We were waiting for one of our abilities to recharge. We should have just fucked around for a bit. Because, like, I couldn't split the episode up because we didn't finish Daruk before we went to Rivali, and then we went back to I then we finished Rivali. Like, I wish we just stuck to them, because it made the naming scheme really hard.
That was a decent episode.
No, it's a good episode.
That episode.
It's a good episode. It's just annoying for me having to edit and upload, or having to upload it, because it totally broke the naming convention I had. I had to really struggle to fit all the names, because I used the full titles for them, and it was really hard to fit the full title for both Rivali and Daruk in the same title, because you only get 100 characters.
God, it took 100 characters?
Well, because I have Destiny Everlasting Plays, BOTW, then the part number, and then I had to do the Ballad of the Rito Champion Rivali and Goron Champion Daruk. It's about 100 characters. I think I got like 98, 99, somewhere around there.
Ugh.
It's a big title.
Yeah, I liked our DLC episodes. Our DLC episodes are good.
I did like that. I do... I will say my weakest thumbnail was getting the DLC armor. It's the one with the map and then the 2 DLC outfits. That's probably my weakest trailer. Though I spent a long time on that. Alright, okay, so what was your most favorite, what was your most memorable Eric moment? Probably the One More Try.
One More Try, always.
One More Try, always, yeah. I do love his reaction to the when we named the horse God.
Oh yeah, God cannot hear your call. It was a good bit.
That was actually hilarious. He's like, did you do this just for me? I'm like, it's 50-50. We wanted 50%. We wanted your reaction. 50%. It makes hilarious screenshots.
God cannot hear your call is a great joke. 10 out of 10 recommend naming your horse God.
Yeah. All right. What was your favorite running joke from the series? If you say fire arrow, I'm gonna kill you.
No. Training montage.
That was fun.
Is obvious.
Yeah, that was just... Training montage was the stand-in word for glitch, because we didn't want to admit we were glitching.
What was a good running bit, though, that we had?
One of the ones we had God, we had the training montages, we had the stupid lore, the pantsless run.
I think pantsless run might have been our peak.
Pantsless run was funny. We had, turning a bomb. You can turn a regular arrow into a fire arrow by lighting it on fire. That was dumb.
God, the thing is, it lasted like 2 episodes.
Yeah, it lasted a bunch of episodes. We just kept bringing it back, even though none of us wanted to continue it.
Yeah, we all hated that bit, actually.
So I don't remember if I ever explained why the bit started. So, the episode where we're touring through Hyrule Castle, originally, we were trying to get... I don't remember what we were trying to get.
Oh, no, we started the episode without hitting record.
Yeah, we started without hitting record, and then...
it didn't have audio.
You didn't have audio. Whatever reason, I think the mic wasn't plugged in, or it wasn't picking up the audio. But we got 10 minutes in, and I made a joke. Oh, it's like Eric's like, hey, you need a fire arrow. I'm like, hey, did you know you can turn a regular arrow into a fire arrow?
And then instead of you playing the beginning of that episode, we had Eric play the beginning of that episode and recreate each of your every movements.
No, actually, I think I did it, but I purposely reconnected every single part. Because anytime Eric played, I made a video out of it, and we didn't make that a video. So I think I played that again, but I purposely remade every joke I did, and it was just it was so forced. Like, hey, did you know you can turn a regular arrow into a fire arrow? Thinking that would be the end of the joke. We'd never talk about it again. And we just kept bringing it back.
Yeah, I feel like there was another really good running bit we had.
What were the other ones? I know we had, like, bin blomming and wombiggling.
Yeah, which absolutely just broke my vocabulary for a little bit.
Yeah. Even now, when I'm trying to talk about bomb wiggling, I have to stop and pronunciate it correctly.
Because other you get the womb wiggling.
Yeah. All right, so there was bomb wiggling and what were the other ones?
Wind bombs, bomb wiggling.
I know there were others, but I can't really think of them.
I think we did a few stasis launches.
No, I think we actually tried staying away from those. I don't know why.
They're just so obvious, and you can't really... Like, it's just how stasis works in the game.
Yeah. I do think Pantsless Run is one of the stupidest, but probably one of the best.
Yeah, I think also a good moment was us getting the snow and sand boots.
Yeah. I don't remember what we said, but I do remember that's always a fun part.
Yeah, I know we made some good jokes there.
I'm trying to remember what episode that was a part of, because I don't actually remember us doing a Gerudo Desert run through.
I think it was in, like, our Gerudo completion episode.
We never actually, truth be told, we never went back and did completion episodes for those, which I would like to do at some point. I might just stream those on my own time, but I think it's probably, if it's anywhere, it's probably in Death on Blatchery Plains, because it was one of our checklist videos. Because we did have a couple, like, homework or honey-do list episodes.
Yeah.
So I think it's definitely Death on Blatchery Plains, because after that, we went to Goron City, then the Divine Beast, and then we did Terrytown, then we did an episode of me just wandering through Castletown because I was bored and wanted to do that. Then we did the Great Bandit Misko's Treasure Hunt, the One Hit Challenge, the DLC, and then the end of the game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess either Lost Memories Found. No, it couldn't have been Lost Memories Found again, because that's before Beast of Lightning. So definitely, I think the only episode it could be is Death on Blatchery Plains. Which it is, yeah. Cause I'm watching it now. It definitely was that.
I feel like our Yiga clan.
That was funny because the controller kept dying.
Yeah.
I had to go out and buy a whole new Switch after that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that Tears of the Kingdom Switch is real?
Ugh.
If it is, I'm gonna have to buy it. That'll be the third Switch I bought. And technically, I've only bought the OLED, but I was gifted the original one. But yikes! All right, so what would you say your favorite joke was?
I don't know, honestly. Like,
can you pick a least favorite running joke?
Probably Fire
Arrow. Yeah, I hated that.
We all didn't like Fire Arrow.
Didn't you just jump up on the little alcove on your ceiling when we were doing the desert hideout?
Yeah, I know I jumped up there a few times. I forget why ever.
We were tired. It was like 10 o'clock, I think.
I jump up there a lot.
That's fair. I get it.
Just kind of crawl to the top of the wall and lay there.
Yeah, I feel it.
I
think probably the bullshit lore was my favorite part.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah,
because like even if it didn't make sense, explain it with the Song of Time. Just make it make sense. All right, so
time travel breaks everything.
Time travel does break everything.
As we just discussed.
As we discussed, and we'll make a whole video on separately at some point. All right, so what would you say is your favorite episode that you can remember?
I think... I feel like the One-Hit Obliterator was a good episode.
That's one of mine, because it was so cool having that full couch.
Yeah.
And Eric actually showing that he's actually good at the game.
Yeah, I loved seeing the fear that he had.
You actually did. I've said it on camera and off camera, and I'll say it again. He did better than I did. Like, he beat it faster than I did.
I cannot say the same, but I think that's also because I ran at it with blind confidence, or just blind unearned.
It took me an hour to get through the rotate, like, the puzzle with all the spikes, and you had to, like, run around those platforms.
Yeah, you know what was the most difficult part for me in my run? The keys.
The thing that killed Eric? Yeah. That was actually fucking hilarious, how he got up to the top of the tree, killed the bokoblin, and then accidentally swung again, breaking the obliterator on its chest, and was then left defenseless when a horde of keys came in and killed him.
That's pretty good. Pretty good.
I would say that's probably one of my favorite episodes. I think the other one... No, actually, that's probably it. I do remember... Like,
I like our Va Meadow episode.
That was fun. I think looking back, the... I also did enjoy the end of the DLC episode.
Oh yeah,
that was good because that was the first time I'd ever seen that before.
That was really enjoyable for me, getting to see your reaction to all that.
Yeah, I really thoroughly enjoyed that, and then I do remember enjoying the last episode, but also feeling a sense of not let down, but like this is it. Because like I remember the first time I fought Calamity Ganon on my first playthrough, I didn't know about perfect blocking. I didn't know about perfect dodging.
And it's so much easier when you know all about all of it.
Yeah, I was like...
That's how I felt the first time I fought Calamity Ganon, because I had played the game for 200, 300 hours at that point.
Yeah, I mean, I played the game for a very long time, and then I just got to it. And we played through it this time, and I actually knew the combat system now. And I'm like, really? This is it?
And then you can fight Dark Beast Ganon without a horse. Like, you can just run.
Yeah.
You can whistle sprint through that whole fight.
Nice. Sounds about right.
Except for your horses right there, so it sucks to whistle sprint, so you just run normally and you're fine.
Yeah.
You can also, like, paraglide through most of it if you have full stamina.
That's fair. Alright, so, bouncing off of favorite episodes, the last question I got, and then we can explain the rest of our glitches. Because I think there's... Was there any other ones we did? Anyways, what was your least favorite episode?
The one that didn't air.
Yeah. I would...
Or just sleep-deprived long episode.
Or episode 3.
Varuda.
The first episode we did without... The first episode we recorded after Eric left. That first
it was right after... The second episode was so...
It was the third. Second episode was chaotic, and I don't know if I enjoyed it at the time, but looking back, it was pretty funny. But the third episode after that, even I have never watched that episode again, because we barely did anything. We just barely said anything.
I liked a couple of our episodes without Eric where we talked about how we were messing with Eric.
Yeah, and then we actually talked about the lore. Like, that was fun, where we actually, like, had the books, and we were reading through the books as we played the game. And I'd be like, hey, look at this fun fact I found, or like, hey, isn't this pretty cool?
Yeah, well, I liked, like, because I think we got God on camera.
No, maybe, I'd have to look. We might have. God was the white horse, right?
Yeah.
Then yeah, I think we did. That was one of our checklist episodes. It was Death on Battery Planes, I think.
Yeah.
Or Lost Memories Found Again. Let me take a look.
I think it was Lost Memories.
Yeah, it's Lost Memories Found Again. No, we already had it by Lost Memories Found Again. Maybe Road to Gerudo Town? Either way. That was fun. Yeah, it's Road to Gerudo Town. Yeah. Well, with that, I mean, make sure to be checking out we just uploaded the third episode of our highlights, which is really just it's just edited version of the Eric episodes. 'Cause, I mean, while we had our own good moments, I don't think any of our episodes can compare to Eric, like the energy of Eric episodes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I do want to go back at some point and sit down and watch the entire series and take notes about what was funny and what wasn't, and then do a mega episode of taking all the funny clips and making one big highlight series. Don't expect that anytime soon. That's a crack pipe dream if I ever get around to it. But at some point I would like to do that. Maybe for a 1 year anniversary and maybe December of this year if I can get around to it.
Yeah,
as an anniversary
on how our Tears of the Kingdom stuff is looking.
Yeah, as a 1 year anniversary to the end of the Breath of the Wild playthrough. I think I might do that. We'll see. But so we talked about glitches. We talked about the broken economy. We talked about full hearts, full stamina.
Yeah, most of these glitches, like, honestly, I think they're pretty obvious, and
Yeah.
if you want to know how to do them, it's literally the first thing that pops up when you search for them.
One glitch I wish we had done was the early Master Sword glitch. That would have been hilarious.
Yeah, but I think Full Hearts, Full Stamina, it was a good lore establishing bit.
Oh, it was. It totally was, but yeah, if we didn't know Full Hearts, Full Stamina, I think it would have been funny just to grab the Master Sword.
Yeah.
Well, with that, I don't really have anything else.
Oh, I liked our Vometa episode. I liked fighting Vometa.
Vometa was fun. Yeah, didn't we let Eric fight Windblade?
Yes, it was the blight we let him do.
You started it, I finished it, and then I let him fight the blight.
Mm-hmm.
Because he wanted to do it.
And then I know I did Thunderblight.
You fought Thunderblight because I hate fighting Thunderblight.
I love fighting Thunderblight once you, like, understand the combat system.
Fighting
Thunderblight's literally like is literally just like fighting a Lionel.
Yeah. Water Blight Bob Ruda is easy to get to, but Water Blight I just did not enjoy. I don't enjoy fighting any of the blights.
I don't like fighting Water Blight purely because of the water in the chamber.
It is so annoying. If you're on the other side and you knock him down, you're not going to get to him in time.
Yeah, the force swimming sucks.
Yeah. And then Fire Blight is not that bad, but it took us a while because he just refused to do the sucky thing for the bomb.
Mazkoshi is a good
fight once you know the tricks, but even then, it took me a while to figure it out.
He's a solid boss fight.
No, definitely one of the best. I think it's got good balancing. Dark Beast, Calamity is a joke, and Dark Beast is even more of a joke that people don't even count it in their speedrun time.
Mm-hmm. Because it's just the same as credits rolling.
Pretty much. It's just a time waste at that point.
I wish we had gotten a little better amiibo drops, like having the Twilight Bow.
Yeah, we did. Didn't we get it at the end?
Yeah, finally. But literally, we spent so long just scanning amiibos over and over and over. We had 4 sets of amiibo cards by the end? 3 sets?
3. I have 2 and you have 1.
3, and then most of the physical amiibos.
Do you think we're gonna have amiibos like same style of amiibo use? Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. What's the sword that
We never did get Ganon's sword.
Yeah, the sword of sages.
Yeah, we never got that.
Fierce Deity sword is great sword in Breath of the Wild. It's one of my favorite two-handed weapons.
It's one of the best.
It has great durability. It does 60 damage. It's
busted. What other weapons did we not get? We never got the shield. I wanted to get the shield. Like the hero shield. We never got that. I wanted that I did really want that. We never got that.
That was a good one.
Is there any armor pieces we never... I think we got all the armor pieces by the end.
Yeah?
I could look, but I'm too lazy to pull it up right now.
Yeah.
It is also 11 o'clock. We're tired.
I think overall it's a good playthrough.
Yeah. It's not what I wanted at the start, but I think it's better than what I wanted.
Yeah.
I wanted a series playthrough of Breath of the Wild. Obviously, we didn't get that. But
not at all.
I think this was better. I don't think we would have had as much fun doing a series playthrough.
I don't think we would be having a playthrough interview.
No. But with Tears of the Kingdom, please let us play it legitly.
There's no way I will know everything day one.
That's fair. Don't do research. We're just gonna I think this one, I'm gonna say let's not do any research into the game.
Oh no, if anything leaks about this game, I'm avoiding it like the plague.
Yeah, but even after the game comes out, let's not watch playthroughs. Let's not look up where shit is. Let's just explore it, and then if we hit a wall, we can then.
Because I know we talked about filming the first day together.
Oh, absolutely. My plan is to take that full weekend off.
But after that, like, unless we just stay together the whole weekend.
That's my plan. I was gonna probably just sleep in one of your guys' rooms.
Then yeah, we can do that and just record.
Yeah. For
that whole weekend.
Do you have school that Monday?
Probably.
Damn, I don't know if I can get you for 2 days. I might have to work that Monday.
Yeah.
But that would probably be better, because if you have to go to school Monday, then I can go to work and save an extra day of time off.
Yeah, but it's literally my last week.
Alright. You think you'll need to be there?
We'll see.
If you can save enough absences, go for it. I guess the real question is, can we convince the adults to let us get away with it?
Yeah, I just have to see if it's gonna be.
I think we can at least try go for Friday. If you have to pick
I think we'd at least do Friday and Saturday.
Friday, Saturday. I'm probably gonna take off Sunday too.
Yeah.
Just go all three.
We'll have to see about Sunday.
Yeah. Or because you might have rehearsal.
I won't. But
yeah.
If no one's home, then it's fine.
Yeah. I mean, we could theoretically come up here.
Yeah.
We can make it work.
But yeah, like, once there's a day where we're not recording, I'm probably just gonna keep playing on my own.
That's totally fair.
I know we talked about that. That's what we're probably both gonna do.
I might not, just because I don't want to get burnt out on the game. Because that was my big concern with Breath of the Wild, is that I was going to get burnt out. And luckily, I don't think we ever did. But, yeah, it sucks that we never did go back and do wrap-up episodes.
I think it was a conclusive series as it was.
I think it's good where it is. I don't think I could do it any better. I don't think I want to try.
Yeah. Especially revisiting so long after.
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense, too.
Yeah. Even if I keep playing Tears of the Kingdom, I think I will
hopefully
deliberately go a different route than we go.
Well, I hope that is if they have alternate routes. It might be that.
I think it looks pretty open.
It looks pretty open world, but it could just be railroading you into doing.
I hope not.
Because, like, technically with some of the other games, you can go pretty much a lot of the spots. You just can't do everything.
Yeah, I'll probably at least explore.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if there's going to be, like, a Korok variant of this game. I hope not. Probably, though. Like, I do wonder what the lore is, like, why... Oh, you know what? I do realize why Link's going to have to start fresh, basically. You don't have the Sheikah Slate anymore. That's where all this shit is.
Yeah.
Because I think it gets digitized in the slate, right?
Yes.
So that would make sense why he didn't have his crap anymore.
Yeah.
How does Hestu's magic affect the Sheikah Slate? I don't know.
Alright, so that's the end of the episode.
Yeah, probably a good place to call it. Alright, thank you all so much for watching. As always, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have no clue what the fuck we're talking about, go check out our gameplay channel, Otaku Oasis Plays. You can watch the full playthrough and all of the edited episodes. With that, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye!